What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Marik, and I'm here with my beautiful wife,
Code Mesa.
And today we're excited to start a new video series around investing. So you're going to see more videos like this sprinkled into our content in general as we move forward. And the reason this is so exciting for us is because when we talk about our debt-free journey, we wish we would have documented that a little bit more. There's a lot of things that we could have told the story a lot better with if we would have, taken more photos and more videos and more vlogs and different things like that. So we're excited about this because you guys are starting at the very beginning of this journey with us, and you guys get to walk alongside with us. And another thing that we get excited about for videos like this is just the ability to talk about this. Like, money's a taboo subject. We never understood why. We think information is extremely powerful. And so just to be able to share this information and be transparent and potentially help others kind of make decisions or think or talk about things a little bit differently, we think is good. And we think it's healthy, extremely healthy to be on one accord regarding money, finances, investments, building wealth, all of those things within the context of a marriage. And so we're excited to bring that to the table as well.
So in today's video, we're going to be talking about why in the world it took us so long to finally start investing. By the way, y'all know we're 28. Some people might think that's maybe too late to start investing, or maybe we're on the early side. Either way, why it took us so long. Another thing we're going to be talking about today is our overall investing strategies and philosophies. And then the last thing we'll be talking about today is our kind of our goals with investing, what we want to strive for.
All right, so let's just jump straight into the video. So why did it take us so long? I mean, I'm a little bit older than she is. She a little baby.
Y'all, this man literally talking about 2 weeks.
No, but for real though, we're 28. Some people would say, oh my God, you should be investing as early as possible. 18, 20, like, why are we just now really starting this? Now, when I say start, we have been investing in a traditional 401k, getting a 5% company match.
And we also have our tiny house that we've bought.
Yeah, well, we're talking more like stock market.
Yeah, but this is still an investment.
Right, fair. But why is it? Why are we just now starting? Was it a good idea for us to just be starting this late? Like, what, you want to walk them through some of that?
Well, it took us this long because for the last 2 years, in 2017, like, all we were focused on was just getting out of debt. We wanted to first lay down a foundation, and for us, a strong foundation was making sure that we were completely out of debt and also making sure that we had that 3 to 6 month emergency fund fully funded.
Yeah, we do believe that people should invest as soon as possible, but possible to us means once the foundation is laid first. When you think about yourself on a timeline, like, everybody is born with zero debt, but also born with zero money. And then somewhere in the first 18 to 25 years of life, we all kind of go backwards a little bit if you get into debt. And so we wanted to kind of get back to zero on the number line so that, that was done and over with. We had a fresh slate, and we could just move forward.
Like, if we would have not been as intense as we were trying to get out of debt, because we're talking about $125,000 worth of debt. If we would have been like, we're just going to put a little bit of money aside into investing and save some, we probably would not be out of debt right now. And so, and in a time like this, we're very thankful that we are. So
yeah. You win at what you focus on.
Yep,
so we just decided to focus wholeheartedly on paying off our debt. And so I think the benefits of paying off that much money in such a short amount of time greatly outweighs any returns that we would have gotten on our money by investing it for that same 2-year period, that same 2-year window. So point number 2, jumping into our overall investment philosophies and strategy, what would you say is our strategy? A lot of this stuff too is I think it's also healthy because we're talking about this stuff and we're kind of getting on the same wavelength in terms of like where we are now and where we're trying to go in the future. Yeah, what would you say?
I mean, for right now, for starters, we really just want to focus on the long-term gains and kind of just putting our money into something that we know is safe and is just going to be growing over the years, that we can be able to just...
Is there a such thing as safe in the stock market?
I mean, no, but you have different things. We don't want to go into too much details, but you have certain things that are a lot more safe than other things. And so the safer route is what we're going.
So like index funds.
Yeah.
Being more safe than investing in individual stocks. So that's one thing we identified this week, is that, we would prefer an investment vehicle where our money is more diversified out.
For us, we're just focused on long-term gains and just making sure we're putting as much money as we can into. So we've decided we're starting our Roth IRAs and we're putting as much money as we can in that, and we'll invest within that for as long as possible. That's where we're starting. We're not saying that we won't go somewhere else, but for right now, that's where we're starting.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't know what a Roth IRA is, it's basically just an investment vehicle. It's an account that you can open up, and the difference between like a traditional 401k at your job would be the money that you put into your traditional is money that is taken out before you're taxed on that money. So that means when you take it out at retirement, you're going to be taxed on that full amount that you put in, as well as the gains on that money. Whereas with the Roth, this is money that you're putting in after taxes. Each individual can put in up to $6,000 per year. But the key is, because it's after tax money, when you withdraw that money, you don't pay any taxes on it. And for most people, you're probably in a lower tax bracket now when you're younger than you will be in the future. So that's why it's really so beneficial. We definitely agree with investing into a traditional 401k. If you're getting a company match, you should, put that in there up to that match so that you're taking advantage of that free money. But outside of that, we're really trying to max out our Roth IRAs this year so that we're taking full advantage of all of the potential gains in that. And then within that account, I don't want to get too into the details because we're going to explain this a little bit more in more detail in future videos. But within that account, it's not just about putting the money in there, but you actually have to invest it within the market somewhere. And that could be index funds, it could be mutual funds. There's a lot of different things that you could do. But we'll talk more about that a little bit later. So if all of this stuff is going over your head right now, don't worry, because we got more videos coming and we're going to be kind of sharing our journey as we go.
Yes, for sure. While we are investing, we're not saying that we're going to stop saving. We're still going to focus on investing and saving at the same time, because our goal is to be able to purchase our next car or purchase our next home with all cash or mostly cash. So
cars definitely all
yes,
cash.
Cars definitely all cash. But our next home or property that we're thinking about buying, like that, we would like to put either all cash into it or a large sum of cash into it. So we're not trying to dig out of a large hole like we were before.
Yeah, and so I think a lot of times when people think about like investing, they just think like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and it's fun. It's also an investment within yourself to pay cash for purchases that everybody else is going out and borrowing the money for.
Yep.
It goes a long way to basically get it done and over with at the start, and to drop cash on it. That's all money that's going back into your pocket that you can then diversify in other ways and make work for you.
And the last thing we wanted to talk about is just our overall goal with investing.
Yeah, a lot of people have asked us in the past if we have heard of the FIRE movement, or if we're a part of the FIRE movement, or will be joining the FIRE movement. If you never heard of it, what it stands for is Financial Independence Retire Early. And it's basically this big movement where people will essentially work like crazy, build up to a certain dollar amount, reinvest those dollars, and live off of the proceeds of the investment. You have a stock market portfolio that you're confident can return 10% gains on you annually. So for example, you work and work and work and work and work, save up to $1 million, you invest that $1 million, and then you take the 10% gains that you gain off of that annually, and you have $100,000. So you would live off of that $100,000. If your returns were only 8%, then you would live off of $80,000. If they're only 6%, you live off the $60,000. But as you can see, it's basically a setup to where you never run out, because you're only living off of the proceeds and not living off of the principal. The FIRE journey sounds like our debt-free journey on crack. It sounds like when we were getting out of debt, it was just like 16, 17, 18-hour days, day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out. Not so much for the first year, but especially for the second year. Yeah. And it was just long, and it takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on your relationship in a way. It actually made us closer, but there's other areas that, it's just hard. And so it just, honestly, and this is what we're saying right now, maybe this changes, but like honestly right now, today, that sounds like 8 or 9 years of just torture. So that's why
torture,
that's why we
It could look
Somebody
different
the
for us.
fire movement people gonna come for us in the comments.
No, they gonna come for you because I think it could be feasible. Like I think anywho, that's not the topic that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's possible we might do it, we might not do it. I don't think it sounds all that bad depending on what we do, but we like
to be determined. To be
yes,
determined.
to be determined. Yeah, we like the movement. We think it's like very commendable and like a great thing to do. It's just not something that we're looking to do right now, and I guess we have different reasons for that. But our overall goal with investing is really just focusing on kind of building wealth to where we have the option to retire early, but not necessarily that's our end goal. Because I would like to have the option, even though I think I'm probably gonna want to work for a really long time. So
it's there. It's there mentally. Like it's resonating right now, but we don't have a full-on actioned out detailed plan of specifically what date or what age we're looking to say peace out to the working life.
Yeah, we just know we want to have
the
ability to do that.
So thanks for watching this video. We know this was more of just kind of like an overview and just kind of like getting our thoughts on this in general. Keep a lookout because we're going to put up more videos like this alongside the rest of our content. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like down below. It really helps YouTube to know that the video's out there and to push it out to a greater audience. But if you're interested in investing, let us know down in the comments what some of the questions you have. We're going to be covering a variety of different topics as we go on this journey.
Yes. So y'all, thank you so much for watching. We love y'all so much. We hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, because what are you waiting for? And don't forget to put that post notification bell button on so you know exactly when we upload. We love y'all so much. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.